Season 3 continues Sonic's journey to bring peace to the whole universe. It picks up right where Season 2 left off, with Sonic dealing with a roller coaster of emotions, love, anger, and betrayal. The season begins with 9, Sonic's supposed ally, going rogue and stealing the stones to create his own perfect universe. Sonic is left scratching his head, totally blindsided by the betrayal. Since Sonic is not the type to take things lying down, he decides to retrieve the stolen crystals. This sets off a power struggle between 9 and Sonic, and this pretty much sums up the entire season. However, compared to Season 2, Season 3 is not all doom and gloom, as this chaos perpetuates some unexpected alliances, like Sonic teaming up with the Chaos Council and even zigzagging alongside Shadow. As a cherry on top, Amy and her pirate crew also make a grand return in Season 3. One of the best positives of Sonic Prime Season 3 is that it sports a well-connected story that smoothly aligns with Season 2 and sets the stage for what's next. The story has its share of highs and lows, but it's put together in a way that keeps you hooked. All 7 episodes are short and sweet, immaculate for our busy schedules and short attention spans. The characters in Sonic Prime Season 3 are spot on. Everyone, be it a villain, anti-hero, or hero, is well-connected and written. Take Sonic and Shadow, for example. Even though they've crossed paths before in Season 2, it's like they're meeting all over again in Season 3. As for 9, at the beginning, he's painted as the bad guy, the one who steals the crystals and ends up destroying many worlds. However, as we move forward in the story, we see 9 from a completely different angle. We find ourselves in his shoes, understanding why he does what he does. It's really entertaining and warm how our feelings toward him shift from ugh, he's a bad guy to wait, we get why he's doing this. Meanwhile, the side characters like Amy and Shadow aren't typical follow-the-leader types. They have their own story and do their own thing. For instance, during a showdown between Sonic and 9, Shadow and Amy spontaneously decide to climb the fortress to protect Sonic. Also, there comes a moment when 9 realizes he needs Sonic's prismatic energy to complete the Paradox Prism. Instead of sticking to Sonic's plan, Shadow goes against the instructions. It's among the few thoughtful and calculated moves by Shadow that echo his own way of seeing things. Now, this is where Sonic Season 3 fails. Many shows wrap up every episode with a cliffhanger, or plural, to leave the audience with a bunch of burning questions, and Sonic Prime Season 3 is no different. In many instances, it feels like the chapters are teasing us, especially when the cliffhangers hit us when we least expect them to. Take the penultimate episode, for example, they cut it off right before 2 characters go head-to-head. While we initially ignore it, a few episodes down, it becomes downright annoying. Sonic Prime Season 3 isn't without its flaws. In the first few episodes, the battle scenes grab our attention with Sonic's impressive moves, zigzagging through the world, fighting off robots, and rescuing creatures during the chaos in New York. However, the excitement takes a hit when these scenes start feeling overly repetitive, almost like a never-ending loop. It's as if someone has copied and pasted the same formula into different settings. The lack of innovation in the battle scenes becomes obvious as 9 repeatedly orders his robots to catch Sonic, and the blue blur manages to escape. The exchanges between Sonic and 9 also start to feel predictable after a while, making the overall experience a bit monotonous. Despite its flaws, Sonic Prime Season 3 manages to keep the Sonic magic alive. It takes the story from the first 2 seasons and runs with it, picking up right where Season 2 left off. In addition, it cleverly drops hints about what's coming next. If you're looking for a weekend binge, Sonic Prime is a blast, especially if you're into video game adaptations. You can jump straight into Season 3 if you wish, but we recommend munching on the first 2 seasons to catch all the references to the past events first.